start.
Yeah, he was our sergeant though when we had joined.
All right, Poe, I'm gonna start it here, and then you got it. I'm gonna send the links out real quick.
We on.
All right. Welcome to the Just Two Black Brothers podcast. I'm DJ Pierre. That's my brother PoPolitickin. Man, we got some. I'm gonna call y'all. Hey, look, I know y'all want to be called legends. Yo, we got some legends in the making on here tonight with us. We got ELOHEEM Team, Stoneface, Mr. William Cooper. Man, hey, gentlemen, thank you. I'm about to send some links out to some people. I'll be back in a few minutes. Poe got it.
Yeah, we rejoined by him. Like I said, we did an interview like how long was that? Like 3 or 4 months ago?
I think so. Probably like a little bit, maybe like 6, right? Something like that, you know.
I don't know. Time, you know. I have no concept of time no more.
Don't lie.
No, time do go by, but we missing one guy trophy sniper here this time.
Yeah.
He came late last time.
Yeah. He in Jamaica now, you know what I'm saying? But he's still staying busy. You know what I mean? He's staying busy. You know?
All right, we just start back over with a reintroduction because it sound better this time. So I guess just William, can you start just telling where you from? Give me your background a little bit. Then Stoneface, I'm gonna change your name on here. It's Stoneface.
Oh yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, I changed it.
Yeah, you got it.
I got it.
Boom. Okay. All right. Oh, that's dope. All right. Yeah. So you know, I'm man, I don't even know where to start. You know what I'm saying? I'm hip hop, yo. You know what I'm saying? I'm hip hop. I've been in this game now for a long time. You know what I'm saying? I came up in here, you know, as a kid, but you know, my first I guess the first time people would recognize me was probably when I was producing for Tragedy Gaddafi, you know, when he was doing the Still Reporting album, you know, kind of like after like the War Report album. And I did a lot of that record, a lot of the production. And you know, it opened up a lot of doors for me to and I was doing some production for Riz's brother, Ninth Prince from Killer Army. And I was working at Loud Records, you know what I'm saying, as an A&R. You know, back when we had everybody signed to Loud Records. Everybody that was everybody, you know what I'm saying? Everybody that was anybody.
Can you name some of them just for the younger people?
You know, Dead Prez, Exhibit, Funk Flex, Wu-Tang Clan, Big Pun. I'm probably even missing some, yo. Mobb Deep, 3-6 Mafia, Cellar Dwellers. You know, like I said, then everybody that was anybody in hip hop, like real hip hop.
Did you discover any of those cats?
Nah, I came in. I was assistant A&R on Remy Martin's project under an A&R called I came in there. I was doing like assistant Arlene Duval. You know what I'm saying? And it was dope, man. I had a great time there, but it was very short lived because once I kind of came in, Sony was in the process of buying them out. But in that time that I was there, that short amount of time I was there, you know, I was sharing a desk with Prodigy. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Prodigy. I was right next to Taheem. Rest in peace, Taheem. You know, that shit's crazy too. Little's brother, you know, Little's from, you know, with Mobb Deep. You know, they just killed him. Taheem just got his moment of shine, yo. Like, I mean, it's so sad. Like he did that movie for Ice-T, and it just came out. I can't think of the name of it right now, man. I'm drawing a blank. I mean, I had a couple drinks, but you know, he just got his real shine, and then the night before he passed, he's there with Nas, they in Queensbridge, everybody chilling and that, and they had that shit on camera. Somebody, you know, right in front of his crib, man, rolled up and shot him, man. It's foul, you know. But he was such a good guy. Rest in peace, Taheem. He's the one who introduced me to Mobb Deep. Like, he heard my beats and was like, "Yo, you got to go to the studio right now. You got to go meet with Prodigy." And I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? All right, you know what I mean? So I'm going, this before I know any of these guys, you know, I just know them from being a hip hop head, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and then I go there and I go to the studio and I go to, you know, to play them some of my beats. As soon as I walk in the door, everybody grab their guns. You know what I'm saying? Everybody grab their guns. I'm like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, Taheem sent me. Taheem sent me. He told me to, you know, to bring y'all, to send y'all some. Oh, okay, come on in. You know, and you know, long story short, even though very short-lived, I built so many relationships while at Loud Records, and then like I said, I started producing. I did the stuff for Traj, some stuff for like Killer Army, you know, Ninth Prince from Killer Army, and it opened up the door for me to. I created a group called Black Market Militia, which is me, Killer Priest from Wu-Tang, Tragedy, you know, Gaddafi, Hellraiser from Sons of Man, and Timbo King from Royal Fam. And we was able to form this group called Black Market Militia. You know what I'm saying? And we got a deal. We got people on board. We put out a successful record, and then it, you know, make the long story real short. It opened the door for me to have a solo career. I put out, you know, 2 solo records. My last record won Album of the Year at the Underground Music Awards. You know what I'm saying? It's a prestigious award, you know, same award, you know, same ceremony where like Nicki Minaj won before, J. Cole, you know, even Killer Priest.
What's up? Congratulations.
Thank you. It's a big accomplishment, but I need, you know.
That was last year?
What's that?
That was last year?
A couple years ago.
Okay, that's what's up.
And then it kind of just really it opened the door. That album was called God's Will. So if anybody checking it out, you know what I'm saying? Come on, keep them checks coming in for me. You know what I'm saying? William Cooper, God's Will. And that record features, you know, Stoneface. It features Sean Price. It features Nature from The Firm, Sticky Fingers, Big Twins, Big Noid, Ill Bill, Pace One, Young Z, Rod Digger. I'm probably even missing a couple.
I mean, everybody.
Some fly shit.
I think I was gonna play. Wait, oh no. Man, I'm bugging. This album, this song is off of Stoneface Stone Age album.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's just that Stonehenge. Was it Stonehenge Mystery?
Yo, but that's what I'm saying. So like that opened up. So it opened up me to do my 2 records and sign some big distribution deals. Like not like these other cats just throw out they records and throw it against the wall, see what happens. Nah, we don't move like that. You know what I'm saying? Like even, you know, Stone too. You know, Stone charted on Billboard a bunch of times. So it's like we don't move like that. So like we waited to get the right deal. I got the right deal signed for the right math. You know what I'm saying? And we put out my records. They did well. And then it opened up my opportunity to now really develop my record label, Gemstar Regime. And I'm like, yo, come on, Stone. And come on, like now we got to put out your record, The Stone Age. And that record is crazy.
That shit hard, yo.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, we got Freeway on there. We got fucking MOP, myself, Ross Nature, Ninth Prince. I mean, in a nutshell, you know, I don't want to be taking up too much time.
Blackistan, rest in peace to Blackistan.
We got time. We got a whole hour.
The movie
that didn't even come out yet.
The movie you was talking about was Equal Standard. Yes.
Ooh. Yep. Right. And it's just sad because he finally got his real, you know, Taheem got his real, like he was like, even when we was at Loud Records, he was there writing his scripts, you know, and doing his thing. And because like we was literally sitting maybe 7 feet from each other, like where his desk was and where my desk was. And I like the shit Ice-T said. Ice-T's like, yo, this guy came to me and was like, yo, I want to put this thing together. You know, he was like, he was the first person that came to him and never asked him for any money. You know what I'm saying? he was like, show me how to do this, show me how to do that. You know what I'm saying? And then he was like, well, can you act in it? And then so I got him to act in it. And then once he got him to act in it, then he was like, yo, man, how about you executive produce it? You know what I'm saying? He was like, but wait. He was like, then I can get more actors on board. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, smart dude. You know what I'm saying? From everything I recall from that, it was wow. You know what I'm saying? And hustler. You know what I'm saying? That was that is Little's brother. You know, Little's from a lot of the Mobb Deep records. You know.
Oh, okay.
You know, Little's a great dude. Little's is actually who introduced me to tragedy. You know, that's who introduced me to tragedy. I mean, like I said, I met so many people at that Loud Records. It was insane. Everybody was there. You know, Khaled was there at the time. Like, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? But they weren't like who they was now. You know what I'm saying? Like, like, I mean, that was the whole time. And then
Shorty by Nature was with them, right?
No. They was with who was they with?
They was with
Tomboy.
I think somebody just made a post about them. Yeah.
But I mean, look, man, I'm somebody that you know, I'm a fly dude. I always find my way into the room. You know what I'm saying? And or the room finds itself to me. I don't know what you call it. You know what I'm saying? But like I even remember being at Kanye West crib. You know what I'm saying? Shit. They was doing he was working on a record, I think with Jay-Z at the time. Jay wasn't there, but I'm at Kanye's, and a gentleman was there, and he's talking to him, and he's like, yo, I need to know what name you're gonna go by, you know, for this. I need to know what name you're gonna go by. And he turns over to me and he says, yo, what do you think? What do you think, Coop? You know, he's like, I'm thinking this, that, or John Legend. And I'm like, John Legend, yo. And he's like, why? And I'm like, because you calling yourself a legend from the jump, just like how you just saying, oh, these is legends in the making. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And when we were signing on here, he's like, well, why you say that? I'm like, because now every single time you press record, you step to that piano, you sing, you do anything, you have to live up to that name of being a legend. You got to live up to that. You know what I'm saying? So I would go by John Legend personally, you know what I'm saying? And then anyway, you know what I'm saying? So thought nothing of it, you know, because at that time, you know, I'm at Kanye's crib, you know what I'm saying? It's like, this guy was a cool guy I met there, but I'm at Kanye's crib, you know what I'm saying? So
hold up. That's tight. I did not got the story. That's tight.
Yeah, so long story short, you know, a couple months go by after that. I'm at my mother and father's house, sitting there with my shorty at the time, you know, arm around her, what, you know what I'm saying? Like watching the TV and everything. And then this dude come on TV. I'm like, yo, that's the dude that was that's the dude on the piano. Yeah, I was like, that's the dude that, and then now look, he a household
It's
name.
A mega
that's
star.
A legend. Now that's a legend.
Facts.
You know, that's a legend.
Stoneface.
Yeah, I actually had his little nephew on the show.
Oh yeah.
A word?
Yeah, his little nephew that he be singing and rapping too a little bit.
Well, that man, maybe that'll be my pipeline back. After that happened, yo, I was on Twitter, everything. I mean, he probably don't even rock his own Twitter, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna front. I was trying to reach out, like, yo, remember me from Kanye crib?
Hey, remember if he see you, he probably do remember you.
Oh, definitely.
He gonna remember that shit. He gonna remember that shit.
No, without a doubt. And like I said, he may have asked, you know, he may have asked 50 people that same question, but I feel like he asked me when it mattered. You know what I'm saying? At least that's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? You know, is what it is. But like I said, like, you know, me and Stone, we've always been doing some fly shit, and we just, you know, I think we just had to kind of keep developing what we're doing, and really, I got to be honest with you, like, and we did a lot of things behind the scenes that a lot of people don't know about. Like I just shared that with y'all, probably just because I've been drinking.
Yeah.
I've been drinking.
You know what though? The world needs to know. You know what I'm saying? But like sometimes the world don't need to know. But you know, I was telling Stone the other day. You know, sometimes you know we're nice guys. You know, we're really nice guys, and sometimes we're always very humble, and that's a great quality to have. You know,
but hip hop.
Yeah.
Hip hop, everybody, you know, especially nowadays hip hop, because people like they forget so quickly. So you gotta kind of remind motherfuckers like, look, man, look, I had album of the year a couple years ago. Like you gotta keep putting that shit in people's heads.
Yeah, like
so many people you don't meet. Yeah.
So sometimes we gotta remind people that like, yo, man, we ain't, you know, sometimes we gotta let them know, you know, let them know.
No, you definitely gotta toot your horn.
You know what I noticed, man? This is what I noticed. I saw a billboard of Martin's reunion show.
Okay.
So Martin, that show popular as hell, but he still got promoted. So I was like, even McDonald's still behind the promotion. So I just realized, like, damn, man, that's like one part of the game. We always got to just keep promoting our shit no matter what.
We got like Stoneface. Stoneface is on fucking he was on the A&E show. I Survived. He's on national, you know, TV on a big time hit show.
For weeks, night after night. You know what I'm saying? My kids was young, and they be like, "Daddy, that's you on TV?" Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, and it's telling the story of the real. You know what I mean? And that's what that I Survived was all about, man. You know what I mean? It was, you know, life is crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? Who am I? I'm a cat came on stage after getting banged in the head and rocked it with Souls of Mischief and the Roots. It's over my right eye.
When he's saying banged in the head, you got shot in the head.
Word up. I'm that cat that'll shoot your main fighter jet out the motherfucking sky.
Still.
You know what I mean? I'm that cat, you know what I'm saying? That used to rhyme in ciphers, literally in a circle, 12, 13 cats, shooting darts, precise. You know what I mean? The game of rap ain't the same no more, man. You know what I mean? You got to have a double-edged sword, know when to be humble and know when to chop somebody's neck off, man. You know what I mean? We in the last days, I'm the last trumpet, and I'm a war trumpet, straight up and down. You know what I mean? My album, Stone Age, is all about war and peace, balancement of the universe, God. You know what I'm saying? That's who I am. You know, it's funny, me and Coop was talking about his time coming up, and I'm a couple years older than the God, not much. You was talking about Loud Records. I was like, yo, you remember First Priority Music? Remember Milk D, MC Light, Diamond D? I said, you don't remember they team? This is way before Loud. I said, that was hip hop for real. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of cats back in the day that was real nice, and the development of the game came along. Man, when I was in 5th, 6th grade, me and my team used to walk to schools. You know, all we did was rap, rhyme, freestyle. You know what I'm saying? The Grand Poobah, Sadat X. One for all. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Sadat X on that Stone Age album.
Yep, I saw that joint.
Yeah, so the cipher is, yo, I come from a town called Princeton in Princeton, New Jersey. You know what I'm saying? My mom was born in Philly. It got bad out here around the time when, you know what I mean, I was born. So my mom, and I'm in Philly now. I'm in Germantown right now. I moved back. But my mom moved us out of there. I grew up in Princeton, you know what I'm saying? Which gave me a chance to have a better life, man. You know what I mean? Better education. You know what I mean? My mom worked at Princeton University, man. Had a chance to mingle with Ivy League students, sit in classes at Princeton University on some real knowledge of self, you know what I mean? And that developed who I was, you know what I'm saying? My name in the beginning was Bazir the Intellectual. I used to rhyme with Big Word. You know how I was back in the day, you know what I'm saying? That's how you know what I'm saying?
You was rhyming with Freeway. When y'all was in school, right?
Yeah. And that was years later when I went to the Art Institute of Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? Up 44th and Walnut, big up to Free. You know what I'm saying? He used to come.
He showed love on that Stone Age album too.
You know what I'm saying? But what y'all know, Freeze a monster.
Yeah.
He's a psycho monster. Y'all don't even know.
Yeah, I'm respecting him right now.
Yo, Beans, he's a monster. Y'all don't even know. Like, there's some real cats out here. So that's what I come from. You know what I mean? Represent your work hard by it. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you rhyme, go hard. You know what I mean?
My favorite rapper.
Yeah. Now, I got a lot of albums I've been on. You know what I'm saying? My first album came out.
Yeah, like Beans, AZ, Cameron, them like my top. I like
Mace. Mace.
I love AZ.
Oh, Mace.
You know what I'm
Yeah, Mace too. Yeah, Mace. Yeah.
Ooh,
As you said, Germantown. Ain't the Young Guns from Germantown?
Who?
The Young Guns.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you talking about Chris and Neef.
That's like one of my favorite rap groups, man. I be liking that shit.
I mean, come on, you hear you gotta keep it real. Don't you hear a little bit of Chris and Neef in Jay?
We talk about that all the time.
You know?
What did he do? He took Chris Stalin. Chris Stalin got on.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, my nigga played.
No disrespect, Tory.
No disrespect, right? But
man, with that shit.
Come on, we got nothing love but love.
Hey, but you gotta chew off a little bit to stay relevant, I guess.
We got nothing but love for Jay-Z. Jay-Z said on his last record, he said, respect the Elohim, it's a whole new regime.
Yeah.
He said that shit.
Let me say this about Hov, man. Hov really represented out here in Philly for a lot of cats, man. You know what I mean? Petey Crack and all them, man. Like, he really, listen, Philly ain't no game to be playing with, to be walking through these streets out here, boy.
Yeah.
Touched. You heard?
Yeah.
Jay was walking out here in the hardest parts, like, represent for Petey and them. I salute that man for that, because that ain't an easy task. Not at that time. And that, you know, Philly crazy right now.
Yeah, they had a dude, General Reezy.
Yeah.
Hey, that nigga.
I give Hov a
rest
lot
in
of
peace,
respect, man. You know what I'm saying? Because there's some real stuff going on, just like over in Cali and in New York. You know what I'm saying? Down south, Atlanta, Chicago, Houston. You know what I mean? Like some real Tennessee, Nashville, some real stuff going on. Detroit, right? Hov be representing, man. I think you don't really know, yo.
Yeah, Stoneface. Hey, I was reading something. You was on one of your, I don't know if that was your debut, but you was on the Holy Mountain joint with William Cooper and with Sean Price. And you said that was one of your dream. That was a dream collab. We had Bernadette on about last year. We had Bernadette on. We got to chop it up with her about Sean Price legacy.
She was there. She came to the to the studio with little his daughter. And we gave her like some at the time she was little, like we gave her like some like paint and like so she can go and paint and like be artistic while we're doing our thing, being artistic.
It was
working
crazy,
on the record,
man.
filming the video. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Sean Price, and nothing but love to his entire family. And Bernadette is the real. She's the realest. I mean, he was a real. He's like me and Stone. Like we're family guys. You know what I mean? We're family men. You know what I mean? When we move with. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all got the family on your mind when y'all move.
Kids. With our wife and kids, we move out.
Always with my wife. That's my right hand. You know what I mean? Niggas wrong with my wife, and my little girl Cindy. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. So Stoneface. So how was it working with Price, man? Sean Price before he passed, man. Like I was glad.
He's a let me. Years ago before that, you know what I'm saying? We was doing Doug Matrix Rise of the Machine Part 3.
Right on 30th Street
and all that. My team, big up to my man Majesty. He's in Huntington, West Virginia right now. Peace, God. And Bloodsport, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, shout out Bloodsport.
Yeah, man. Listen, my people, Guns and Butter. I want to say peace to Skrilla. You know, Guns and Butter. There's a lot of cats behind the scene, like Coop was saying, that's involved. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they just did a whole Benny the Butcher album.
Yeah. So Sean Price, and this was in like 2002. Sean Price was in the same building as us, working on his music.
He's in one studio, we in the other studio.
He's on the other side working on his. So we listening, and I'm a big boot camp fan. You know what I mean? Big time. So I'm like, dude, OGC and all them niggas up in there help skelter. And it was Sean, man. We dapped up, you know what I mean? Big. And then years later, right before the guard went to meet the ultimate guard, had a chance to work with him, man.
Yeah, I kept running into him. Like I kept running into him.
Elevation is crazy.
And I told, because like when Stone's talking about, we was working on a record, and he was working on a record in the other room, and then he actually had me and Stone come to the to his room because he wanted us to watch. At the time, it was, I think, his the video, the main video he came out with on the Monkey Bars album.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he wanted us to see that video. He was like, "Yo, let me know what y'all think of this. I'm about to drop this." And we was like, "Yo, this is."
And that's
crazy.
an artist for you. We all artists are the same. Like we always like on the edge on ice skates with our stuff before school.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we was like, yeah, we was
you
like,
know
this
what
is
I'm
crazy.
Like, she's like, keep I'm artist. I'm sensitive about my shit.
yeah, for real. But then I kept running into him. Around, you know. I was I was out and about a lot. You know what I'm saying? I kept running into him, and I'm like, "Yo, man, we gotta do something together." You know what I'm saying? And then the opportunity,
Good dude, man.
It appeared. I was finishing up the God's Will album, and that was literally like one of the last things we did on that album, besides like maybe the Sticky Fingers, when Sticky Fingers jumped on the album. But yeah, and I was just like, hell yeah. And me and Stone killed that hook.
Yo, good times. Yo, listen, Sadat and Lil Fame came to the studio for my album and recorded live right there.
Oh, that's the thing too. Like, a lot of people.
It don't get much realer.
Yeah, a lot of people like we the real deal. You know what I'm saying? And like we gonna start tooting our own horn, yo. We ain't these cats that like you just send in your verse. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't like that. Like, nah, you come into the studio and we're rocking. We're hip hop. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna sit in the same
Free
room.
came to the crib. After he laid his verse, he came to my crib. You know what I'm saying? That's when I lived up Frankfurt. My man Chaos sitting right there. We had a bottle of 1800. I had my little pre-production, my computer set up. Free came in, like, what up, God? We dapping. He's like, yo, tell me what you saying. Thing is,
Fame got me drunk as hell.
He was like, I want you to hear my verse, yo. Check my verse out, God. We listening and shit. I'm like, Free, you murdered that shit. He like, word. We toasted for about 10, 15 minutes, took pics. All right, son, we get at you.
Yo, Free's a G too, Stone. Free's a G. Like when he showed up to the video shoot, he wanted to make sure he showed up first, right? He came in, peeped in, looked around. He wanted to inspect who was there, like, cause we rented out like a facility, you know what I'm saying, like a video facility, like where they do movies and shit. And so
pulled up, he was dolo though. He pulled up in his
he pulled up with just him and his homie, right? And he pulled up, he looked in, he wanted to see what's going on, this and that. And then he's like, okay, all right, I see it's all good here. He went back to the whip, and then he came back with probably $150,000 of jewelry on him. You know what I'm saying?
You had to make sure it was good.
More. You know what I'm saying? He came in, yo, what up? Then he's like, yo, I'm gonna be right back. Came back with all jewelry.
And he's a good dude. I want to say this,
smart
man.
Dude.
He's the Freeway, man. He had some health issues over the last couple of years, and his son passed away. Man, yo, Free, man, we love you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Know what I mean? I can't wait to hear more music, kid. You know what I'm saying? Because you're a super talent, son. You know what I mean?
Hey, look, I've been a fan of Freeway when he was on he played before when he was on Kanye West track 2 Words, right? Yeah. They had to do 2 words on the verse. Freeway said, Freeway, slightly retarded, fuck around, put a clip in your artist. He was like, he ain't doing the 2 words. He finna spit a verse on there.
No, that drum's crazy. Our homie, our homie, Jimmy Jambrone, he's a real fly video director. He did a lot of Freeway's, some of his dopest videos. You know what I'm saying? And he's done a lot of me and Stone's videos, whether it be a William Cooper video, a Stoneface video, ELOHEEM Team video.
He did that trophy sniper styling killer.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I like what we doing here, because what I like to do, which is why I brought up Sean Price, which is why we like to keep those names going. You feel me? because and I feel like we the generation that's gonna keep hip hop going to where shit. Now you're gonna be able to have 60-year-olds at a rap concert because you know now before shit niggas was like, yo, you rapping at 38, you know. But now we the generation that's gonna make it. You can rap at 60 and still rock the show.
You hit those songs. Me and him was just talking about this.
We was just talking about this shit last night.
Not the signs, son.
Word up. Well, so we was talking about how come in all the other genres of music, it don't matter how old you is, it's respected. You know what I'm saying? You go to look at reggae. It's like dude could be, you know.
Shabba Ranks gonna sell out. Shabba Ranks selling out everything.
Yo, talk about rock. Talk about metal.
Hey, Aerosmith, all of them, Alice in Chains. You know if they put on the show now, it's selling out.
Yeah, Race Against the Machine just came back out after 15 years.
Yep.
They like 57, 63. You know what I'm saying? But here on the signs. Let me say this real quick, man, and all y'all listening, listen up, man. Stop chopping the heads off of each other. Black man. Stop hating on your brother, man. It don't matter the age. Music is universal and endless.
If you're nice, you're nice.
Hip-hop is about music, rhymes. You know what I'm saying? Vision, description, aggression. It tells the story of our lives. Stop chopping the heads off of your kings. Because ain't nobody rhyming better than Nas still.
Yes.
Ain't nobody better than Jay-Z still. Ain't nobody better than
Jadakiss, Scarface.
Hey, y'all heard what Jay-Z just said?
And don't get caught up in this machine and these bullshit playlists. All right? Listen to hip-hop. Like the God said, we are that generation that's going to keep the torch lit. Word up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of these young boys, they couldn't stand next to a Conway machine, the machine. Couldn't stand next to him. A lot of these young boys couldn't stand next to Cooper or Jadakiss or J. Cole. So let's keep it 100, all right? Hip-hop is universal. It's not about an age.
Paul, what you was, I like the double-edged sword thing you said in the beginning, because look, what you said, you got to be humble, but you got to come for him. I think J. Cole did that when he was on the joint with Benny the Butcher.
Word.
When he came on last, I was like, shit, I wouldn't even have added him on my track. Hey, I would have to hear your verse first.
Yeah.
I got a lot of respect for them. I got a lot of respect for them Griselda dudes, man. I did a show with them in Atlanta. It was me and then West Side, Conway, and then Big Git from Goody Mob. And I had a lot of love for them. They all beloved, right? And then we did a great show together, had a good time. And then and then I seen them keep rising and keep shining, and I still reach out to West Side Gun. And but what I really like about them is they created something without even having a hit record. They don't have a hit record.
Yeah.
None of them have a hit record. Not one of them have a hit record. It's not a diss to them. They have they created something. They have a vibe, a movement. I don't know what you want, whatever you want to call it, but there's not too many people that have made it to.
It's kind of like Wu-Tang. They didn't have no hit record for a long time.
Well, come on, Method Man.
First one.
Method Man was a hit record.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? METHOD. Even though it was more like a Method Man solo record.
Yeah, I wasn't even trying that. Yeah.
Hey, they got a new dude with Griselda, Fuego Bass.
I haven't heard him.
Man, that fool. Real quick, I seen a video today. He had a bar. That shit said, "I got my ugly bitch pregnant, so I'm pro-abortion now." That shit was just fire. Y'all was just like, damn. But nah, he knew dude with her. He just be freestyling though, but he hard. So I was like, but
Yeah, this other dude. I don't know if he's just with Butcher or what. Heem. I think his name's Heem.
Oh yeah, I heard of him too. Yeah.
Yo, he's nice, yo. He's nice.
But I think they bringing back because they always say history repeat itself too. So that era is coming back.
Good point.
Yeah,
that era is coming back because I was thinking the other day, I was like, damn, I think they finna that shit finna push out the other stuff and be what's the main focal point in the game.
But you gotta watch out because the machine ain't no game. Hip hop is a multi-billion-dollar genre. It's the big that makes the most money. So they're gonna want to keep making that money. That's why they dropped our sales down to 1 cent per download. You understand? When we was getting $8.99 and $12.99 per CD. You gotta peep this. So what they did, they eliminated the competition and they put up who they wanted to put up, like your Drakes and I ain't saying nothing against these young bulls, but everybody else that's nice, we gotta sit in the background and try to hustle our money different now. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's only a handful of cats that the machine wants you to hear. And that's crazy. Like literally, it might be 10 dudes that you hear. Out of them 10, it might be 3 groups that's real hip hop. True fact.
Yeah, I was gonna tell y'all, did y'all hear what Jay-Z said in the interview? Because he was talking about how they asked him when he's gonna start rapping, and he was like, who am I to stop? And I was thinking about that, like, you for real, like, if you blessed with a talent like that, you don't stop that shit till you. That's a talent. You made billions off that shit. Why would you stop? Like, that's a guy.
Until you don't got it. You know what I'm saying? Until you don't got it. Like, if you know what I'm saying? If you ain't nice no more, then that's when you stop. You know what I'm saying?
What Lil Wayne said. He said, when the words start formulating in my brain, that's when I stop rapping.
I mean,
me and Stone, we only getting. We're probably at the best we've ever been. We just created a new monster. Like we took a break from releasing music for a while to create something different. So like we got this album that we're working on now, and it's the ELOHEEM Team. That's why, you know, this ain't William Cooper and Stoneface. This is ELOHEEM Team, and we
Well, tell us a story behind that name too when you get a chance.
But it's God's team. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But like we literally on this album, wait till y'all hear it. We're literally going back and forth like a real group. Not hey, you spit a verse, I spit a verse. No, we talking like real hip hop.
We
like,
coming in.
Like the way you love hearing
Styles. Deluxe, yeah, Jaden, Styles, man, look.
Or like Ghost and Ray. Yeah. Or like, you know what I'm saying, the Beastie Boys. Or like
Move the Hustler and Trigger the Gambler.
Yeah, yes. So like we literally, and the reason why you don't, there's 2 reasons I think that I can think of right away that like the reason why people don't do records like that. And one reason is because you got egos, you know what I'm saying? Because no matter what, everybody always trying to be the one to stand out in the group rather than being the group, you know what I'm saying? Being a real team, you know what I'm saying? And being one, you know, all for one, you know what I'm saying? And number 2, it's hard, yo. It takes a lot more time. Like when we sit down and write a record, we write a record together. We go in the studio, we do that record together. Like I go in there, he spit a line, and I spit a line, he spit a line, I spit a line. It takes a lot more work, but
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We gotta shout out Nas and AZ too, though. We didn't say Nas.
Word. But that's what I'm saying. So you love when you hear Nas and AZ like that, right? How come they ain't never drop an album like that? I'm telling you, because that shit is not the easiest thing to do. And me and Stone had developed that now, and we got the right people on board. We got Grammy Award winners involved now in this record. Yo, we're going back and I'm gonna give him one thing out the bag, Stone. I don't want to tell him too much, but yo, on this new record, we got a record where me and Stone are going back and forth with KRS-One. We're going back and forth with KRS-One. Ain't nobody ever do that.
Nah.
Ain't nobody ever do that.
It's kind of because like that's really like it's like 2 minds got to become one to do that shit.
Yes.
That shit like you got to
say we are the double-headed Godzilla. We're the double-headed Godzilla. That's who we are as a group.
Hey, look, me and Poe, we've been doing this since 2006, man. And you know what would happen though? The dudes ain't gonna last that long if they ain't brothers before. Like you gotta be cool before outside of the music. Yeah, that gotta be family damn near. So like that's why we call it joke. We brothers. We just got different mommy and daddies and shit. You know what I'm saying?
You could tell the charisma, man. You know what? It feel like a family. So I'm gonna say this. I'm dropping a solo song within the next couple weeks called Crystal City. fully produced by myself for Messiah Music. You looking out for it's crazy.
Let's do that. Look, while we talking about music, man, let me play this because this is the thing. I want the people to know who we talking to. So I'm gonna play this joint off of Stone Age. If y'all don't mind, this
hell no.
I'm gonna play this sacrifice.
Oh, I'll go. That's one of our favorite songs.
I picked that one because y'all both was on it too.
Well, you picked the right one.
Let's get it. Hey, y'all listen to the Just Two Black Brothers. Like I said, we got two legends in the making, man. And if y'all been listening, y'all know why. Mr. William Cooper and Stoneface, my brother PoPolitickin. Let's get it.
Fresh.
Yeah. Symphony, hotspot, born in captivity. Half-breed Amorite, the land of antiquity. Money got the spiritless thinking that they entities. Enemies, natural, hashish, Hennessy. Pussy, this is punk rock. All of y'all's livestock. Me, I'm a general that's hungry like a warlock. Mama, 33rd, 1/3 of action. From the east, he will rise on television caption.
Oh, we talking revolution.
Don't be hasty, L.E.
Welcome to the Stone Age.
That picture.
Hey, yo, Stone.
Hasty men make mistakes.
Stoneface.
Go against machine and duck the Elohim. I got contraband. Run up in your chest like a mammogram. I.S. Israel, Yahshua the covenant. Leave a scarlet thread on the chest of the world government. Window of a monk script. Enoch in a spaceship. Alien abduction. Rabbis bucking. I symbolize sacrifice. I symbolize sacrifice. Walk upon you niggas like opposite the Antichrist. I symbolize sacrifice. I symbolize sacrifice. Walk upon you niggas like opposite the Antichrist.
Now this is how the story begins. The Stone Age. Flip bricks, the pyramids, the mic boosters, arrange the flows, the medicine. Third eye open wide and exit your skeleton. You're now plugged into the light bearer, infinite energy. Gem star moving hundreds of arms like a centipede. Strong and tireless as a king cobra's venom. The emperor, Serpentor, chef in Armageddon. Salute the statue of Atlas, globe on my shoulders. Symbolize sacrifice, crucified Jehovah. 1990 something Bloomfield Bengals. Black and white Chuck Taylor pentagrams on my ankles. Blue glaciers, frozen, floating on the bezel. Free bass in the treble, Pyrex boiling the devil. Stone scriptures disfigured a Big Dipper. Long neck, giraffe, carafe, pouring the mixture. This is the wake up, the Stone Age. Disconnect y'all from the matrix. Knowledge is wealth will break you out the cages. Bow before the presence of the gem star kings. I symbolize a phoenix spreading solid gold wings. I symbolize sacrifice. I symbolize patience is a virtue, but too much will kill you. And love is always love until a loved one cross you. Guerrilla war, the mind, hold secrets of the samurai. Aiming at the devil's door, letting the heat fly. Strategically set webs and watch the snakes die. Organize against the foul, crossing the line. I symbolize sacrifice. The opposite of Christ.
Many theories have been put forward to try and explain the riddle of these stones. But we can be sure of one thing. To build Stonehenge would not have been easy. It would have required advanced technologies, understanding of the environment and of the sun and the moon. None of this happened overnight, so where did all this knowledge come from? Our journey in this program covers the 5,000 years of the new Stone Age.
Man, that shit's crazy.
Hey, yo, cats can't do that no more. Cats ain't even on that channel no more. Yo, you hear the originality, the feel?
Hey, that shit was like, you know, when Steph Curry shoot the three, he just walk away before it go in.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
Like that no more, man. You know what I'm saying? Like cats gotta have
like
tight jeans with makeup and platform shoes these days, man. You can relax when you listen to my Stone Age album, man. If y'all watching this, go get Stone Age and listen to it. Do what you do and really listen. You're gonna come back to what hip hop really is. Word up.
That was like a one take too. We went in there on that record and we was just vibing. Like it was like he hopped in the booth and I hopped in the booth and we hopped. It was just it was like we copped a bottle, hanging out, having a good time, and we just did the record.
Time, yo. I had, doing that album was probably one of the best times of my life. I was making a conversion. You know what I'm saying? Still finding out who I am. Y'all forget. I got shot in the head. You know what I'm saying? I could see like, yo, I'm blind. You know what I mean? So I was still finding myself. So when I really got a chance to sit down and write, understand who I was again, that's the product. Now, the ELOHEEM Team, you said, what is the ELOHEEM Team? Where it come from? It's a Star David right here. You know what I'm saying? And it comes from that. I'm Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? Cooper, he is a ELOHEEM Team brother. You know what I'm saying? He's accepted the ways and many of the traditions in which did I live. You know what I'm saying? So the word Elohim is Hebrew for God. So we went through so much. We call ourselves God's team because we love the Lord first and foremost, or anything, both of us. And we came, you know what, man? We're going to put a twist on this hip hop, and we're going to twist the negative, the positive. There's that double sword, because Moses will chop your head off too.
Well, that's it though. And you always are who you call yourself, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't calling ourselves, some famous drug dealer or famous gangster or a famous pimp or no disrespect to all these artists that have done that. But that's not what we are. Like, that's what I'm saying. He dropped the Stone Age. I dropped God's Will. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we're God's team. You know what I'm saying? We are positive over negative. That's our existence. That's who we are.
Balancement. Right. And that's what you're going to get on the album. You're going to see a lot of balancement. You're not going to hear a whole lot of or nothing that has to do with death. Shooting somebody in the head. Know what I mean? Popping some pills and drinking some liquid. If any liquid we talking about is some bourbon, dog. You feel me?
Yeah. All day. Hey, we had one of the we got a group on Facebook we in, and we put the flyer in there. And one of the homies, I don't know his rap name, but the group that we in, all of them dudes from Philly. So one of the dudes commented. He said the homie Stoneface, nice as shit.
Yeah.
What's Steve's rap name? You remember it, Paul?
Steve.
Huh?
SD.
Yeah. He had a Philly. He a DJ too.
Yeah.
I want to tell the brother, thank you.
Well, then we
need
to get his email so we can send them all the new joints. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah, for sure.
Yo, Stoneface ini@gmail.com. The letter I, the letter N, the letter I. Stoneface ini@gmail.com. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm a real dude. You know what I'm saying? If any features, anything, hit me up, man. Okay. I build. I'm not no prissy nigga. You know what I'm saying?
You said I.
Word up.
What's the email again? I'm writing it down.
Stoneface, STONEFACE, the letter I, the letter N, the letter I, at gmail.com.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna definitely hit him up. Yeah, because he had a Philly too, and we had him.
Cass can reach out. Cass can reach out for beats, for rhymes, all that shit. Like we ain't, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna break your bank, and we not gonna be acting too Hollywood. Like we use this music to make more music. You know what I'm saying? Like we just did a couple records for cats where you know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to act like we too good to do a record with y'all. We'll do a record with y'all. You know, y'all gonna break us a little bread, and we're gonna make moves on our next move. But we're gonna sit at the table with you. We're gonna eat a meal together. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna stand right next to y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I think that's how it's supposed to be too, man. That's why I respect that because there's a lot of cats out there. I don't know, man. A lot of dudes be discouraged because I guess it's people that be like, you got to get in where you fit in, but you got to have somebody helping you, showing you the way. Like even like you, Coop. You said you started at Loud. I know you networked some stuff with some people you didn't met from there and made it happen. So
another name I want to make sure we don't forget too when we was talking about people that we want to keep living. My homie Poetic from the Gravediggers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was my homie. You know what I'm saying? Like my first record was supposed to be, a joint release between my record label and his record label. You You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then if y'all know, like Poetic from the Gravediggers, you know, Grim Reaper. He passed
60-second Assassin. We was just talking about him.
Yeah. But so Poetic passed at like 36 colon cancer, yo. Foul. You know what I'm saying? He was one of the nicest. That everybody talk about that first Gravediggers album, but I love that.
Was that the pick, the sickle, and the shovel?
Yes, I love that.
Hey, that album cover, I don't know, man. I was young when the album cover came out. That shit just scared me a little bit when I saw the Gravediggers.
Yeah.
Yeah. My dad used to listen to it though.
Like that first Outkast album. Woo.
Yeah. But so I was supposed to, so I did a song to kind of I guess a memorial, I guess you say, like on my album called Grim Reaper. I try to find a creative way to, give him the proper shout out. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause that was my homie. You know what I'm saying? And it's foul when you seeing one of your friends dying and they're looking at you in your eyes and telling you that they dying and what do you say to that? You know what I'm saying? All I could say was like, yo, man, I'm gonna be here with you, to the end and beyond. You know what I'm saying? Like we gonna vibe, we gonna keep, I'm here. I ain't, you know what I mean? I remember he was upset that like certain people, I ain't gonna say their name, wasn't, coming by, you know what I'm saying? But like, I remember seeing like Fruquan was always coming by, you know what I'm saying? And there was a lot of love, but shout out to the Gravediggers, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out Gravediggers.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, keep the names, man. Listen, the Bull Razkaz. Now listen, years ago when we was with AIF, a lot of cats know we was at Fit Down.
Tell them what AIF is. People don't even know that.
So AIF stands for All in the Family. This is my first record deal when I was about like maybe 18 years old with Bloodsport, my man Jay Meeks. That's my first professional release. We were signed to Jaybird Records. You know what I mean? We did tours. That turned into Star.
You guys was on that BET soundstage, right?
So we was on. So the sign says we did some tours and we went to BET soundstage. That was a big thing, you know what I mean, in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? So we went out there. You know what I mean? They gave us, you know what I'm saying, a little per diem, and you know what I mean. Keith Murray was on a joint with us. You know what I'm saying? Us and Keith Murray went behind BET. You know what I mean? Choked on a little, you know what I mean? Freestyle, you know what I'm
crack.
saying? No, yeah, before the show. And then we still outside, and this limo pulled up, and it's Razkaz. You know what I'm saying? Remember, I'm about like 18, 19 years old at that time. Razkaz was a big boy in the game at that time. He the only one that pulled up in limo. We, you know what I mean? We grimy cats with camis on and hood. You know what I mean? Big boy Tims and all that. Again, years later, what happened? I wound up doing a song with Razkaz, Fourth Dimension. One of the biggest songs on my album.
Okay.
Man, I'm on that record too.
He's on that record too. It's the game evolved for me. Like I said, when I was in like 5th, 6th, 7th grade, walking to school rhyming, Brand Nubians is one of my favorite albums. You know what I mean? Groups. Sadat X, you know what I mean? Lord Jamal and Grand Poo. Grand Poo was one of the illest MCs ever, period, point blank. You know what I'm saying? He came out, that joint he did with Mary J. Blige. He said he the first MC to wreck with Mary J. Blige like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, years later, who I do a song with? Sadat X.
Yeah.
And here goes a little story in between the in-between. In Princeton, New Jersey, there's a cat that I know to play basketball. His father, Mr. Trotman, was my guidance counselor in high school. He was Sadat X's roommate at Howard University.
So that's the universe. That's the universe.
Connected like that. So my guidance counselor's son was Sadat X's roommate. Sadat X became a big cat rapper, and then I mess around and do a song with him. And he came to the studio and everything. And I'm telling him, like, because he knows cats that I know from Princeton. You know what I'm saying? There's a cat that I know. Big boy's name is Tim Best. Rest in peace, Best. Now I mean, big boy. He put a lot of things together for guards. You know what I'm saying? So man, there's a lot of cats that help us get to where we got. But the evolution, man, of how it happened for me is crazy, man. These are some of my favorite artists that I always love, man. You know what I mean?
I wanted to shout out Bloodsport because I think Bloodsport actually the one that linked us, but he watching right now.
A word. That's what's up.
Yeah, that's my homie from way back. Like I've been knowing Bloodsport since like 2008, 9.
Y'all listen.
So around
Jinx Trilogy was his first name. Now, that's my bro right there. Jinx pulled me in the AIF. Now I'm saying I'm from Jersey / Philly, but at that time I was really more from Jersey. I came up here to go to school at the Art Institute of Philadelphia. Now I'm saying I'm walking. I mean, I heard about this studio. I want to drop some songs. I was with my man. Big up to my man 007, Jerome Bond. Now I'm saying ill producer. You know what I'm saying? I also had a little, you know what I mean, little group with him too. So make a long story short, I'm looking for a place to record in Philly. So we walk up into this place called Milk Boy Entertainment.
Good
now
studio.
I'm hearing these cats in there rhyming and stuff. I'm like, what's up? You know, I was a pit bull back then. So they in there rhyming. I'm like, yo, I rhyme too. So I spit some verses with these cats. They like, oh, he God body too. It's like, you know, a couple of days later, maybe a week or so. It's like, yo, you want to form a group with us? We're going to be called All in the Family. And that really started my entire career. That's why I'm talking to y'all right now. So big up the J Meeks, Bloodsport. Y'all get y'all flowers, man. I couldn't have did it without y'all, man. One love, man.
Hey, SD on right now.
You can't forget there was a group called Starblaze. And that was like, I want to say, what was that, like 2004, maybe?
2002, 2000. Yeah. So AIF.
Yeah, I was A&R on that record. Yeah. I was A&R on that record, and it was Stoneface, Bloodsport, and Majesty. You know what I'm saying? Who Stone shout out before, and you know what I'm saying? I mean, to be honest with you, I honestly thought they was the next thing, like the biggest thing. You know, a lot of things just went the wrong way when it came to we had some money involved, you know, we had some people with some money, everything you'd want in a situation. You know what I'm saying? Like you got the music, you got this, and you got the money to make it happen, you know what I'm saying? And just a lot of just things happened the wrong way, and it just didn't work out the way it was supposed to. But when it was said and done, when it was said and done, the gods still charted on Billboard. You know what I'm saying? It's still charting on Billboard, but I wish they would have. I wish they would have listened a little bit more what I was kind of like instilling, like the moves to make, because I was working at one of the biggest record labels in the world. Like, you know what I'm saying? I knew the moves. You know what I'm saying? It's like I felt like some of the powers to be in that situation didn't take heed to some of the best advice I was given. And what some of the others was given, and they just never
do a place with Nature Sound at that point.
Yeah, they just never became what they were supposed to be, yo. Because to be honest with you, I felt Starblaze was gonna be like the next Locks, like the next, shit. They got chemistry like a motherfucker, like Stone with Bloodsport with Majesty, man. It was nasty. You know what I mean?
Hey, so real quick, we got the homie SD. That's the one I was telling you about. He tuned in now. He said he kicked it with you at Ja's house after a cipher a couple years ago. He listening right now. I don't know. Yeah. His name is SD Imperial. He out of Philly. I'm not sure what part of Philly he's from, but he said he just tapped in now. He watching right now. So
I know.
Shout out. All right.
To get it, man, to get he's a night, like he's a good mixer, you know what I'm saying? I still want him to mix some of my work, man. We didn't get a chance to connect on this round. Big up to Obnoxious too. You know what I'm saying? My man Obnoxious from the Cyphers.
Yep. Yeah, Bloodsport just said he couldn't do it without you, Stone.
Man, you know how it is, Blood, man. Come on, man. You know what I mean? It's you my heart, bro.
We should have brought Bloodsport on here.
Bring him on, yo.
See if he can come on, Paul. Send him a link.
Bring him in, yo.
Come on here, man.
Bring him on, yo.
Yeah, bring Bloodsport on here. We had his son on because he was trying to. Yeah, we had his son on. Yeah.
Blood got some beats too. Forget just rhyming. Blood got some beats, yo.
Yeah. Oh,
Blood's got some beats.
Yeah. We started a whole thing in here in Philly, man. We was deep like Wu-Tang. I mean, literally. And everybody had a star on the Star of David on their face, man. So there's a lot of Puerto Rican, Jamaican, Dominicans, blacks, whites, they got these stars. And that's how you know Star Blaze. Still, you know what I mean? That's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what's up. So what y'all think about the current state? Well, I guess you kind of said it in the beginning, but like the current state of hip hop, like how y'all feel about it? Y'all feel like it's a lane for everybody, so that's why we seeing what we seeing, or like you said, it's just that machine putting what they want in front?
Well, it's definitely that machine putting what they want, but at the same time, you can't stop kinetic energy.
Word.
Hip hop came from the grit, the root, the rhyme, the bars, and that ain't gonna never stop. No matter how many tight jean niggas is out there singing with their ass out, dancing, it's gonna always be grimy sharpshooters like me. So it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? And those that want to tune into that real Stone Age, God's Will, those are the albums. You know what I'm saying? My man Bloodsport, he get on there. I mean, we represent real hip hop, man. Like, you know, there's nothing else to say. And this is a culture. It's not a game. You know what I'm saying? Like a real culture. We love it. You know what I mean?
Well, and we always say, look, like talking to both of y'all, I can see that's hip hop got to be in you for you to be genuine. It got to like when it's effortless, meaning that's already a part of your DNA. Rapping is your DNA. It ain't nothing like you ain't somebody ain't teach. We had a dude on here, young boy. We played his song. It was just a cool song, but then he was like, "Well, wait till y'all hear my drill record." But I'm like, dude, you ain't in that. How you gonna make a drill record? You ain't part of the drill scene.
I don't get that, bro. I don't get it. Like you ain't gonna never hear me on some trap. I like trap. I like some trap. You know what I'm saying? I dig it. But that ain't my you know what I mean? That ain't my G. You know what I'm saying? I need that boom biggity. You know what I mean?
We don't follow no trends. We don't follow no trends and nothing like that, because once you start doing like that, you putting a timestamp on your music. If you follow your heart and just your vibe and everything, your shit lives forever. You know what I'm saying?
That's boy right there.
You know, a word.
Peace.
What up? Peace.
Hey, look at my bros. Hey, listen, I see y'all niggas, man. Hey, look, yo, it's dope. Listen, y'all the dopest, man. On some real shit, man. The ELOHEEM Team, man. Look, I'm proud. I'm happy. You know, from where all three of us come from with this music, man. Listen, man, just watching y'all do y'all thing, it's still inspiring me to say, look, listen, man, get your ass back out there and do something with this, man. Y'all the truth, man. Y'all the truth, brothers.
You the truth. Man, how you doing, man?
Hey, man, I'm all right, brothers, man. I'm just, y'all know me, man. I'm just sitting here, man, just taking care of the family and just trying to keep my head on straight. You know what I mean? Po, all y'all brothers, man. You know, just two black brothers, man. Look, listen, man. Y'all guys has always been supportive of everything and every idea that we do. You know what I mean? So ELOHEEM Team, for me to see y'all all connecting is just a great thing for me, because I said, damn, you know, it's like me being there and I'm not there at the same time, but I am.
Well, you connected us. You connected us.
You the glue. Forget all that. Forget the connection. The thing is that I'm there in spirit, because even when I'm not on the phone with you, because I'm a part of Stone. I'm a part of William Cooper and spirit, because we connected creativity. We connected in love. We connected in so many different aspects. It's like, it's not about the connection. It's not about the connection between, you know, who connected the dots. I have nothing to do with that, man. That's y'all. That's the music. The music does that.
Yeah.
There's
always glue, man, to keep things together, man.
Y'all.
Yeah.
Feel me? I just love y'all.
Yeah. Love you too, brother.
Word up.
That's real shit.
Hey, shout out to you.
Even though you let me get bent up at your house, though.
Hey man, hey listen, man. I think that had to do with that had a lot to do with us not being around each other for so long.
For a long time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We had to get that in.
So much energy, man. You know what?
We did a lot of great things together. We traveled together. Remember, we went out to Vegas and rented out the, like where the only person to ever do it was like Puff Daddy and Mace, where they rented out that spot on on
Fremont Street.
Fremont. Like where they have like the light show and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody else.
All the old casinos, man.
We did that. We did that together. Like we
had the trailers out in the desert. It was like 4 trailers, right?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, we had trailers even just for extras. And even like models.
I got, brother. Hey, look, listen. We were shooting dice in the sky.
Yeah. No, that's real shit. We were shooting dice in the sky. We turned like the original Soul Plane was when we were on the plane going to Vegas. Like, I don't know, like anybody else who was on that plane on that time was like, what is going on here? Like, we turned that shit into a club. Everybody got out in the seats. We're shooting dice. We're drinking. We're having fun. We're building. We turned that flight into a club.
And I was shook. I was shook. I popped the seat and I went to sleep. As soon as I got on the jaws with my man Lons, rest in peace to the guy, he passed away. Well, I hit that shit.
Rest in peace to the brother.
That was literally the original Soul Plane. Was that flight to Vegas?
Yeah.
Yo, that was the craziest. Hey, Poe. Yo. Period. We was on the back of the plane. It was 25 of us on the plane though.
Damn.
Wait a minute. Blood, we got on the plane. FBI pulled this all over at PHL Philly. Remember that? They stripped this down to our boxes.
Damn.
Yeah.
Y'all was too deep?
We was that deep. Everybody, they was like, oh, y'all.
We started really having power. You know what I'm saying?
So they took us all to a room, and it was FBI. I had to take my Timbs off. Like, they had, remember that?
Yeah,
it was crazy.
I remember that like yesterday. They seen all them star faces and was like, they said something ain't right.
Yeah.
I remember that shit, man. I remember us up there, man, and them dudes that was them army dudes wanted to shoot dice with us.
Yeah. Yeah.
When we was in the air, you know what I'm saying? And we sitting there rolling dice, man, and it's crazy because the stewardess and all of them, they let us do it.
Yeah. It was the most fun they ever had too, yo. It was for the people that was working on the airline. Like, that was the most fun they ever had too.
He said that shit.
Vogue was in the airport. I was trying to scream at him. My man Madge like, yo, she keep looking over at you, shorty from In Vogue, yo.
Oh yeah, Dawn and them. Yeah.
Oh, they was at the airport too?
Coming back.
Yeah, we was coming back, yeah.
Man, yeah, shout out, man. Just shout out Philly, because like I don't know. I don't think Philly, y'all deserve y'all flowers in hip hop. Everybody talk about, everybody gonna talk about NYC. Then they're gonna talk about Cali or the West Coast, but Philly, I was just talking to some people about R&B. I was like, shit, Philly got hip hop and R&B. Like, if you wanted to do a versus where it was Philly versus DC, we talking about Philly versus DC and an R&B versus. Who will win that?
Boys the men.
I think they did do a versus.
Yeah. Ugly.
Like when it first started.
Yeah, they did have that on there.
Man. We got Jill Scott. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Jaguar, Vivian Green. You know what I'm saying?
Vivian Green,
Yes, indeed.
Back. But yeah,
and Vivian Green was one of our homie sisters.
Yeah.
Oh, it word?
Jazzy Jeff too. They be sleeping on Jazzy Jeff.
Oh, yeah. I was on a flight with him actually not too long ago. You know what I'm saying? And I just had to say peace just for even back from, just Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Forget even the music, you know what I'm saying? Like, even just that, like to be able to get on that type of platform, you know what I'm saying, is insane. Just from making music, you know what I mean? He ain't no actor, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And to still find his way on that type of platform is highly respected.
Yeah, and we appreciate y'all, just for promoting the unity in hip hop, because that's what we look, man. I'm in Brooklyn, so shit. Every time you turn on the news, these little boys, they killing each other, over, and this is what we was talking about. We was talking about this because you know, like, I think Cardi B is on a song where she jumped on a song with some dudes from the Bronx. So she do a feature for them, but they verses, they talking about the ops in they verse, right? Yeah, Cardi B come in, but this is the thing, y'all just elevated that dumb shit to the next level because now the ops is like, well, shit, they got Cardi B on the joint. We got to get somebody on the joint and go back at them. But y'all just promoting the wrong type of energy. But putting somebody like Cardi B on the song, you just elevating the BS. So for them to try to go out there and try to mimic it or match it or whatever. But I like how y'all promote that unity, man, because that's definitely something that's not here no more. We was talking about King Von. This is the thing. If you the dude taking care of taking care of the neighborhood, how y'all let the money man get killed? How y'all letting the dude that's taking care of everybody get killed? It just don't make no sense. But they young too, though, man. They like 18, 19, 20 years old. Yeah.
They're the most dangerous. We was the most dangerous when we were that age.
Facts.
We were the most dangerous when we were that age. But we grown now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. See, you know, hey, Booth, you know what's crazy?
What's up?
Now, this one, I remember this shit from back in the day. We was over at Yahtzee crib. That's when I think Eric came down.
Okay. Rest in peace, Eric.
Eric came. Rest in peace, E. And Stone said some shit, and I still remember this to this day. Because we looked at, I think everybody in the room just looked at him like, damn, that's some real shit. Because what happened was we was talking about the same, damn near the same thing. Because the killing shit was still, you know, it was going down here, you know, East Coast type shit. You know, we already know about the West Coast, how they was getting down. But then everything that happened here touched, it was close to home. And I remember Stone saying a while ago, you see what happens when you don't get a youth the knowledge while they young.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you remember saying that shit, but I remember Madge said, you know what, we need to start doing music. You know what I mean? Boom, like we ain't got PE no more, none of that stuff. We need to just go ahead and everybody was looking at Madge like, nigga, you crazy.
It's true though, man. It's like when we came, we was listening to Rakim and we was listening to
Peace to Public Enemy.
That, you know what I mean, had a lot of common sense. And then all of a sudden, there was a wave of gangster rap, and it killed all the all the KRS ones. It just killed it. And like, how'd that happen?
Yo, remember? Hold on, Stone. You was the one that told me. You told me about that. Remember that secret meeting these guys were supposed to have, you know, the higher up cats. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They had this meeting or something. I mean, I guess we ain't gonna get too deep on it on the joint, but I think you was the one that told me about that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And how hip hop had changed.
Who they don't want to let through. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I gotta say, I want to give a shout out to Chuck D.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? He you know, he gave me some of the best advice that I've ever gotten in the music game, you know, sitting in you know, his living room, building with the God, and early on in my career, I was real concerned about, like, there was a time where it was like always like everybody was worried about like samples and shit, right? It was like, nah, that got a sample, like you gotta play this, you gotta do that. And he said, he was like, Coop, he was like, yo, man, you shouldn't put any limitations on your creativity. It don't matter what you say. Hip hop came from sampling. Sample whatever you're gonna do. Just make the dopest music you're gonna do. And he's like, and then if you get sued because of that shit, isn't that person supposed to get their cut? And at that point, you famous, and now you're gonna just keep on moving. He was like, you gotta worry about more about this. Worry about more about, just don't worry about like putting no a cap on your creativity, number one, and two, worry about making timeless music that ain't like gone the next week. You know what I mean? The new song in a week and then it's gone.
That's what we had speech from Arrested Development on, and he was talking about that same thing. He was saying, look, we want a Grammy when NWA was hot. You know, we was kind of shook because we wasn't putting out gangster music. They put out great music. They put out great music, and it didn't matter what was out at the time. Yeah. Back then, because they got that Grammy. He was like,
Everyday People.
He was surprised. Yeah, he was
surprised. Mr. Wendell. That shit is still music that you can play at any barbecue. And it don't matter what genre of music is your main
bass, right?
Mm-hmm. Everybody knows those records.
Yeah.
Like I was talking to Stone the other day. I said, yo, you play raw bass, It Takes Two. In any hood, not hood, any town, suburb,
it's a rap.
Somebody
dancing. Somebody
party.
World.
Yep.
And it don't even matter.
Young and old though. That's what's crazy.
You can play that Chubb Rock, Treat 'Em Right.
Yeah.
They gonna get up and move to that. They gonna move to
Chubb Rock jumps up on the scene. Yeah.
You can play it at a wedding. You can play that at a wedding.
You can.
Hey, that's a question we got. That's a question that we had on the show. Who's putting out music now that 20 years from now, 30 years from now, people gonna be playing that shit at a wedding? Because they play Tone Loc, Funky Cole Medina at weddings, and people lose their mind when that shit come on.
I'm gonna keep it real. You know who they would play? Pitbull.
Pitbull.
That's what they would play.
Yeah.
I said maybe a Drake song, maybe a couple of Drake songs that he put out.
Outkast.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, Outkast. Yep.
Outkast.
Definitely Outkast.
And Naughty by Nature.
Oh, OPP.
Naughty by Nature.
Listen, when you hear OPP, soon as you hear that beginning, that Michael Jackson beginning, it's a rap.
Yeah.
Yo, me and Stone got a record coming out now. Well, we flipped that same fucking classic drum break from OPP, and when y'all hear that shit, y'all ain't even gonna realize it's the same shit from OPP because we did some old other shit to it. But I'm telling you, every time I hear it, it's just like it brings me back to that.
The guard body Ghostface Killer used it too.
Yeah, Ghost did it too, right? Yeah, Ghost. I mean, it's a famous drum break, but. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I can't wait to hear the album, man. You know what I mean?
Oh man, yo, and we got.
I really can't wait to hear that album, man. Hey, listen, not for nothing, because I don't want to. This is y'all time, but I just wanted to tell y'all brothers something real quick. Man, I was in my car, right? This was just 2 days ago. I'm driving. I'm going down the way. You know where I was going, Hunting Park. Hey, listen. Yo, I got the Stone Age CD, and I got the William Cooper joint. You know what I mean? You know which one I'm talking about, Cooper.
God's Will.
The joint with all the stars on it.
Pale Horse.
Okay, that's God's Will. Yeah,
yeah. That joint. I got both of them in the actual plastic. Y'all gave them to me. Gave them to me.
Yeah, when we came in the studio.
Remember I told you I wasn't never going to open them joints?
We came in the studio.
Yeah, it's like, damn, so I ain't ever going to listen. So he's like, yo, we getting the CDs. He's like, yo, I'm never going to play these shits. I'm going to keep them right in the plastic.
I'm keeping them joints because let me tell you something. I'm going to say this about y'all guys because it's very serious. Them records right there, right? Them 2 albums. I'm gonna give this another like maybe 4 or 5 years from now. For those who missed it, those records is about to really, and I know it for a fact because I already heard I heard both albums. I didn't have to open it. I heard both albums already. But at the same time, them albums about to be serious classics. I'm talking about serious fucking classic records, man. I mean, they classics now because of the way they were created, how creative you guys is, how dope you niggas is, how like everything about this shit. It's already classics. People just don't know it yet.
Yeah.
Yo,
my nigga, look, I'm never gonna open them. I'm giving them to I'm giving them to my grandchildren.
That's going in your will.
Listen, you guys don't even dig it.
This is a compliment, man.
Yo, it's that serious, man.
This is a super compliment, man. Blood is one of the illest lyricists that y'all gonna ever hear, man. One of my favorite moments in life. We did a show at the Manhattan Tombs. Cooper was there.
Yeah.
Blood was to my left.
If y'all don't know who the Manhattan Tombs is,
check it out, God. Check it out, God. So tragedy.
Let them know what the Manhattan Tombs is.
Hold on, God. So he's to the right, right? So Manhattan Tombs is a jail. Like,
yeah, I know where it's at. It's Lower Manhattan.
Yeah. So they let us in the jail to rhyme. You right, Coop. The rhyming for, and in front of the inmates. I got my whole guards here with me, right? So, me and Blood and Madge was there too. You know what I mean? Yep. And this is the same time that we saw Sean Price at that.
Right.
Blood was there. Blood was there when we linked with Sean Price.
So we inside the Tombs and we rocking. You know what I'm saying? And this is when Trash had a Blood type joint now. Crazy storm, right? So we rhyming. They was like, yo, we want to hear the blind ball. They want to hear the blind. I'm like, all right. Flashes off and shit. And I dropped a freestyle before the whole motherfucking gym and niggas.
Yo,
niggas was going crazy. You know what I'm saying? I was so motherfucking hyped. I caught a Charlie motherfucking horse on the way up.
Hey, that's history. Hey, anybody listening, that's history. Y'all performed at the Tombs because that's right there, right off the Brooklyn Bridge. You come into Manhattan off the Brooklyn Bridge, right there.
How many people could say they performed in the jail?
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Right.
I remember when we walked in there. They was like, it was like, yo, they gave us like these like certain passes and shit, and it was like, yo, you got to make sure you don't. If somebody gets this pass from you, you guys is going to stay here. And somebody else is leaving.
I remember that shit.
And somebody else is leaving.
Oh yeah.
Yo, and like they only brought out a certain amount of people at a time, so we did 2 shows, right? Didn't we do 2? Like they had to bring out 1 set, and then they left, and then they brought another set out, and we did another show.
I think so.
Yeah.
And y'all had the goons nodding their head too. Hey,
oh hell
that's history, man.
No, they went off. Hey, look, listen. When Stone was freestyling, right? This is what I remember. It was this one kid that was sitting on the bleachers because we was in the gym area.
Yeah.
Kid was sitting on the bleachers, right? It was the joint was packed with people. This one kid stood up and was like, "Hey, Trash, who the fuck is that?" Like literally, like yo, because the boy evidently knew Trash. You know what I'm saying? Main man knew him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, so
Trash is like, no, right
Shout
now,
out to Trash.
Some stuff.
Tragedy Gaddafi, our brother, man.
Word up. Shout out to Trash. He's a legend.
He put us on for that, man, and a lot of other things too. You know, that whole time right there, oh my God, we stayed at the Chelsea Hotel, which is a famous hotel.
Famous hotel.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for big platinum artists. You know what I'm saying? Madge was, of course, my man Madge was there. Marino, Yahtzee. You know
that's
what
me and Trash got Cormega to jump on that record too.
Yeah, he come in the studio, right, man?
Yep, that shit was dope too.
Yeah,
and it was over. It was over Havoc production. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
See, come on.
Thriller was there,
Havoc
right?
did that beat.
Yeah, good
Skrilla
time, man.
Mm-hmm.
And this might be my favorite.
Came all the way up from DC.
Man, this might be my favorite interview, man. I appreciate all y'all on here just dropping these gems for the people. I like the cohesiveness of the interview because that's what we do, man. Me and Poe, we just want to have conversations, man. Because this is the thing, we don't like it. We don't ask no drama questions. We just want like a conversation. So because you never know why somebody might want to listen to your music. You might talk about something
you're making me remember a lot of the things that we did. Like sometimes we forget all this shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Now we're
dope.
talking about this stuff, and it's bringing back old memories of like, you know, we had a lot of fun together.
Big up to Damien King Solomon, my man King Solomon from Connecticut. Big up, King.
Word up.
Cobalt in here right now. He said, "What's up?" He said, "G-Pack to Jersey."
Word. That's I'm right in Newark. I'm right in Newark, New Jersey.
No, I'm saying Cobalt left a comment.
Okay, Tom. Yeah, Bobby Steels.
Yeah, he just left a comment.
Bobby Steels.
What's up, y'all?
Hell yeah, man. That's a good brother.
Yeah, man.
So look, man, I think we should do this when the album come out. Y'all come on, we do a review. We gonna buy the album because that's what we do here. We gonna buy the album. We'll come on to do a review of the album.
That'd be great.
Yeah,
that'd be great. I mean, it's like we got right now, you know, we got somebody involved mixing, you know, man, I got to tell you, I ain't going front, man. Right now, our music is sounding, it just went to the next. I didn't even tell you, Blood. We haven't spoke. Right now we got Don Chigro. Shout out to Don Chigro.
Big up,
shout out. Big up.
He got a Grammy for you know, his work with Ludacris, but he also you know, did plenty of stuff. Great producer, engineer. He did a lot of shit for Beanie Siegel, 50 Cent, Lil Wayne, The Game. You know, talking, you know, big dogs. You know what I'm saying? Kelly Clarkson. I'm probably even missing a few. You know what I'm saying? But like,
you got a crazy track record.
Yeah, but I'm saying like every name I'm saying is a household name. We ain't talking.
And he got them plaques to show it too.
Yeah, so and I gotta tell you, man, like he's really helping develop our sound that we've already created, but now putting the just the right amount of polish on it. You know what I'm saying? Like not polishing it too much where we ain't still like me and Stone is still gonna always be the grimiest that walk in the room. We're hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
He giving it that sheen.
Yes. Yeah. But not too much. Like we've met like other
he ain't giving
engineers.
it the shine, he giving it the sheen.
Yeah.
He giving them that Dr. Dre for real.
Yes, exactly. Because we met a lot of other big dogs.
High quality music.
Yeah. But we met like other big dogs and they clean us up.
Mixes.
Yeah,
they clean us up too
it's
much.
Almost like Eric. It's like Eric. Now we said rest in peace to this brother Eric.
Eric was
our engineer from Starblaze, and he was Busta Rhymes' main engineer. So that sound that Busta had with all those singles when he was crazy, that's our man Eric right there.
But that's like what we got going on now with Don Chigro. Right. It sounded amazing. Hey, look, wait till you hear this shit.
Hey, look, listen, you know what coming? Look, listen, listening to what you telling me right now, I can't wait to hear that motherfucker.
Yo, it is
part of my French. I know we're going to interview. I'm sorry.
No, that's cool. We wanted you to come on here.
I'm glad you
came
in, bro.
Family.
What up?
Hell yeah. No, but I can't wait
to hear that ELOHEEM Team album. I know that thing going to be.
Yeah, we only got like 2 more songs to record. It's pretty much done. But like now we're just doing that next step that like maybe we didn't spend enough time doing on other records. You know, sometimes those records wasn't supposed to have that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they wasn't supposed to have that. Like, you know, they were supposed to be exactly what they was, and that's why they're beautiful, you know, the way they are. But this one, we're taking that next step. We said like, yo, I wanna, you know, I want my Grammy. You know, everybody say, oh, fuck a Grammy. I don't want to. No, I want a Grammy. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know what?
I want that worldwide, you know, the real respect. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, peep this shit right here. You know what's crazy about what you're saying? Because I love it. The thing is, what you're doing is, like, now, look, you what you did in the past and how the sound is, it was meant to be that way. You know what I'm saying? It's hip hop. But then y'all got the ELOHEEM Team, right? The ELOHEEM Team got to have that godly gloss. It got to have that shit. It got to have that work. You know what I'm saying? It's the name alone says if you take the ELOHEEM Team and just bring it down under, you know, keep the underground sound to it, it just don't match up.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So the ELOHEEM Team is taking it to the next level with sound. You know what I mean? You actually develop your own sound.
Yeah.
That is the key to winning.
It's like finally, it's like Wu-Tang doing Wu-Tang Forever. Going from 36 Chambers to Wu-Tang Forever.
Right. Exactly.
The sonic quality is just like, wow. You know
but that's what I was building.
Time you hear Triumph, you like, my God.
Yes.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's why I can't wait to hear this goddamn.
When I was building with Chigro, that's what he was kind of trying to explain to me, that like the difference between, you know, having a great record to being a household name like that, the elite. He said the difference between that is really only about 10%. It's really only about 10% difference. But it's a 10% difference that a lot of people can't grind out. They can't meet that 10%.
Y'all think that's what happened with Nas and Hit Boy? How he got that Grammy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Respect to Nas, you know what? I want to do a song with Nas so bad, yo. Like I want to do a song with Nas. So if there's somebody I ever want to do a song with, I want to do a song. Priest told me that he played my shit to Nas, and Nas liked my shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, man, well then come on, because Priest did 2 songs with Nas. So I'm like, come on, yo, why can't I get a song with Nas? Let me get on the hook, yo. Let me talk shit at the end, yo. You know what I'm saying? Let me talk my shit. You know what I'm saying? But I want to do something with Nas, yo. That's my next bucket list record.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying?
Listen, do it. Hey, listen, do the shit. Do it. Y'all can do it. Listen, number one, if I know I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like lyrically, cadence, spit wise. I mean, listen, y'all fully rounded real rap MCs, man. Not no bullshit. Y'all the real deal. Now, if I feel that way, I know Nas feel that way because we all come from the same grit. We come from the same shit. If Nas was to say he ain't feel that, I look at him sideways like, okay, Hollywood, Jack. You know what I mean? But I doubt that. I know he a real cat.
Yo, I want to have a meeting with his label when we done with this record, yo. Yeah. You know,
Master Pill.
You know, like I mean, that would be a good home for this record.
Yeah, it's crazy how all that stuff. It's crazy how
I think it would too.
Yeah.
It's crazy how all that stuff just be coming together because who we had on Poe Dizzy Scratch from Main Source. And he was telling us about Live at the Barbecue, how that happened. He was like, shit, Nas just asked to jump on that joint, but they was like kind of standoffish. But then they said when they heard him, it was like I told y'all earlier, that's just a gift. Yeah. That's a gift. That ain't nothing nobody taught you.
Right.
That's right.
That's something that's already in you. You just gotta have that right opportunity to put it out.
Yeah. That's why. And that right ear going to hear it. Yeah.
But that's why even like we me and Stone with this record, we really took our time. Like we could have been did this record. We had enough material to put out a record a long time ago, but we said like we got to take that next step. You know what I'm saying?
Can't put out the same album, like
a real situation, like get corporations and big businesses involved in sponsorship, and like that ain't selling out. That's getting the people involved.
That's called business, brother.
Turn into a monster. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like we ain't gonna change the type of music we make. We're still gonna be who we are. You know what I mean?
It's called business, baby.
Yeah, it's all business. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's big business, and that's what I think people forget. Like, if you want to just be the local, you know what I'm saying, the local hero around the way, well, guess what? Maybe you can, buy drinks for a couple people at the bar here and there. But that's not what I'm trying to do, man. I'm trying to
as many people.
Yeah, I was a school teacher, yo. I was a school teacher in the beginning. Like, so, like, to me, it's like
I remember that.
Yeah. And that shit is real. It's like, and this music shit is the biggest classroom in the world. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you can really get out there and do it and really get out there, it's like, that's what I look at it. Like we trying to get a message out there. You know what I'm saying? A real message. I mean, that's what an album is, right? It's your message.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, I thought
elevation.
Word up.
Yeah. Elevation is certain. And you know what? It is up to us. We're talking about our young people, man. Right? You're talking about Brooklyn, right here in Philly, man. Like 5 kids killed a 73-year-old man walking up the street on Cecil B. Moore. The youngest was 10 years.
14-year-old.
Yeah, the youngest was 10 years old.
That's crazy.
There was a 14-year-old girl, a 13-year-old boy. Like, what is going on?
Yeah.
And it's because elder gods like us, we're not taking our proper position right now, man. And you got to stop laying with these silly women who's having these kids that they not raising. If you don't love that woman, don't lay with her and don't have no kid that you're not going to take care of because it's destroying our communities. Our elders can't go outside and stand in front of their crib.
Yeah. But you know what somebody put it in perspective? They said, shit, them our kids.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's up to us to do this.
Like, them our kids doing that dumb shit out there right now. We our age.
Right. Yo. You know what I'm saying? So it's up to us, man. It really is up to us because you gotta understand, television and radio are the biggest mediums that affect people. So what you put into that universe or those universes is going to be really heard. So what you put out your mouth, and this is biblical and Quranic, what you put out your mouth is going to come back to you. So you beware, because your tongue is a sword. It can give life and death.
That's what Poe always say. Poe say all the time, if you keep talking about that death and dying in your raps, that shit gonna come to you, player.
Yes, it will.
You keep talking about it.
No names, but we see who been dying, right?
Yeah.
Keep talking about that shit, man.
And I love all my brothers and sisters. I don't have the problem saying the word love, because love even conquers death.
Yes,
that's right. That's right. That's right.
Understand that. But at the same time, we older now. We mature now. Okay? And we have to step up to the next level of elevation in order for the highest God to pull us up to the next level. If we stay down there still talking that crap that we was talking, we ain't going nowhere.
We ain't going.
We're going to chop our necks off.
Word up.
Word up.
All right, that's real shit.
They had the little girl. She got killed in the Bronx. A 13-year-old. So they you know, my side even came out, was like, look, the hood, whoever did that, you got to tell who that was, because we don't condone that. If you hit your target, then if you didn't hit your target, then that is what it is. That's the streets. But you hit a little girl. Yeah. So, man, come to find out, it was an 18-year-old driving a moped with a 13-year-old on the back shooting. I'm like, what the hell? How you shooting off a moped?
Like, what's wrong with you? You know, and see, when we was young boys, the old heads would be like, come here, young boy, what's wrong with you, boy? Like, get out of here.
We get checked. You get checked real quick.
Yeah, like, you know, you don't even know how to shoot. No, come behind the building, man. Hold your damn hand up. And don't point down when you shoot. Put your wrist up.
Fast. The 13-year-old, he wobbling off the back of the moped shooting. I'm like, you ain't finna ain't nobody doing that.
They really want to be shooting. They don't really want to be shooting. They shooting. You know, they snowballed themselves in a situation where they gotta shoot, or they feel that they less of a, you know, a person, and that's stupid.
You know, stupid. When shooting with a real gun, it's easy.
Because like, if you really want to shoot to kill, we all know how to shoot to kill. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, once again, man, it's biblical, man. One hand holds the sword, the other hand holds the tool. It's said in our Hebrew tradition, you're supposed to teach the young men how to hold the sword at a young age and the tool so they can build. This is what we are at war. Life is a war. You better understand that. That's why you better keep your armor on. So you show these young people how to shoot a gun correctly, how to respect a gun, how to hold the gun, put it away, how to clean it.
Clean it. Word up.
On the gun is for protection. You know?
Protect your
but we don't do that. They play PlayStation and Xbox and think it's a game. When you pull that trigger, if you hit somebody, they're going to die or something's going to happen to them. And that is the truth. And our kids got to understand that. If they're not mentally strong enough to have a gun, they shouldn't have a gun.
Or you're gonna open that chamber, it's gonna ricochet back to you, because once you do that, now you got that type of energy coming back.
All day.
You don't get to just walk out there and do that, and then that energy don't come back. The energy come back.
So that dude had that big ass rifle in his pants, and that shit just went off. He almost balls off and shit.
Yeah, but that's
you could be sitting in your crib, a bullet come, you know, from 2 doors down, because they're stupid and they don't know how to hold the gun and respect the gun. And that's dangerous. And you know what I mean?
There's not enough parents out here that's being psychologists to their children. They rather let the system get them and do this. You know what I mean? Like, you know, your child is growing up in a world where, okay, I don't care where you live at. You got to understand the world, the things that they're seeing, the phones that they're holding in their hands, the access to the bullshit that they got. You know what I mean? Now, it's like, okay, when you put a phone in your child's hand, you're responsible for that. You know what I'm saying? Because he has access to everything.
The world, everything.
Everything. So basically putting the phone in your child's hand to these type of phones is putting a gun in their hand.
Yes.
I mean,
might be more powerful than putting a gun in their hand.
Yes.
That's the same way of giving an underdeveloped mind a hip hop CD talking about killing, shooting, and doing drugs all day. That's the same thing. Because if their mind don't understand what they saying, they're gonna take all that literal. And by the time they 15, 16, you got a full-blown killer on your head.
When somebody tried to be like that, they was like, no, they shit. I don't know what you're talking about. Yes, they do.
That's why I say you got to be you got to not just be a parent anymore. You have to be a psychiatrist. You got to give your child. You have to evaluate your child. You have to give your child certain points. You have to understand human. Not human, but basically, what's the word? You got to know human behavior. Like, it's our responsibility today to understand human behavior. Because if you don't understand these type of things that's right now, then you're just looking at your child like, okay, son, I love you. Let me let you go. Are you going out with your friends? Go. You're not giving them let me explain to you what can happen in these circumstances. See, for every action, there is a reaction. Don't find yourself caught up in this, that, and the third. If you're running around with somebody that's acting real silly towards a person out in the street that they don't know, you get away from that clown. You know what I'm saying? This is parental psychology, as I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Like, you got to be more aware of what's going on in the world. At the same time, aware on how you raising your child and the things that you're telling them. Always hug and love and tell your child you love them. That's not enough, though.
That's minimal.
That's the minimal, because what they're facing when they leave outside the door, when you ain't around.
Like you said, it's a war. Like Stoneface was saying, it's a war.
It's a war, man.
A war outside, no matter.
And like they say, that path to righteousness is very narrow for us.
Very narrow.
It's very narrow.
Yeah.
But if you want to be a goon, it's wide. It's open for you if you want to be a goon, though. But if you're trying to live that right way, it's a very narrow.
Man, I actually thought, man, seriously, I thought that us being goons was enough. It stops right there when you got your C's. Like, all right, man, you know what? All that shit is over with. I got to raise these. This is who I love.
We had to stop being goons, God. We stopped being goons.
Shit is over with.
You know what I'm saying?
A goon.
We got
What's a goon to a goblin? What did he say?
What's a goon to a goblin? That's what he said.
What's a goon to a goblin? I'm a goblin, nigga. Like, I done already did the goon thing. Right now, I'm looking over my seeds. I'm looking over everything else. You can take me for like a sweet nigga if you want to, but if you ever try my family, if you ever try the ones I love, you can read me the goblin, man.
Hey, Bloodsport, Mitchy Slick told us, Mitchy Slick said on the song, he said, it's crazy because in the hood don't even know who the OGs is. They see this nigga taking food out the trunk from Costco. They don't even know that's a dude who was putting in so much work back in the day, but he don't do that shit no more because he got a family. He got to go to work in the morning.
Right. Mitchy Slick got some dope shit too, man.
Yeah, shout out Mitchy Slick. Shout out Mitchy Slick.
I never met him or nothing, but he got some dope shit, man. Peace to him.
Hey, you know what's funny though, Poe? Hey, me and Poe, we fool with Mitchy Slick hard. And I feel like if we reached out to Slick, if y'all wanted to work with Slick, man, Slick could do that.
That might be it.
You know, they were strong arm. You know, he was strong arm steady. With Crondon and who else?
Crondon's nice too. Crondon got a nice little acting career right now. Doing that like superhero shit, right?
I think he's doing something like that now.
Yeah, he's nasty. Crondon's nasty too.
That was
strong arm study shit. I really like them, yo. I really like them. You know what I'm saying? They is super dope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shout out all them.
You know what I'm saying? Something with Mitchie Slick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's nice. Yeah.
And you know what I mean?
For sure.
It's like, and they on another, you know what I'm saying? It's like I reach out to real cash out there like that, like Planet Asia. You know what I'm saying? Me and him did a great record together. You know what I'm saying? Just connected on some respect shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like we built and talked and we did a record. You know what I'm saying? That came out amazing. You know what I'm saying? Called Morpheus Prophecies. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all look that up. Hey,
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like we love to connect with the especially cast that's on our same wavelength, but maybe not in our same habitat. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Sure. You know? Yo, we got like 5-10 minutes left. We're gonna like I said, we appreciate y'all coming through, man. This is probably one of my favorite interviews because we just got to just talk hip hop. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody talking about no crime we committed. That's why we don't like talking. Look, we don't like talking about that stuff. But what we don't like about this, because you know you got the podcast gang now too. So now you got. I'm like, why y'all want to go on a podcast and snitch on yourselves? Yeah, that's when y'all could just come. Y'all could just come talk to the bros, me and Poe, and we could talk about your career, music, what you're doing,
our passion.
I see Marlon Wayne's on Hot 97. Soon as Marlon Wayne sit down, they want to talk about, oh yeah, we heard you cheated on your wife. You shot how she catch you. I'm like, Marlon Wayne's got books out. He got new movies, comedy special. Y'all want to talk about the comedy? Y'all want to talk about how he cheated on his wife?
That's the machine.
Yeah,
that's the machine. They trying to take the flowers away from legends. And that's what they do with us. You watch and see how things happen as things go on, man, with some of our kings and some of our legends. Watch how this beast try to take our stripes from us, man. It's natural because we're hated, man. You got to understand that. Don't be surprised because, Jay-Z always dipping a little controversy. They always trying to take us down, man. You know what I mean? Right. It's you see what they did to Cosby. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. R. Kelly, shit. Hey, there's a lot of people that should be in jail with him. He ain't the only one that should. If y'all sending somebody to jail, he ain't the only one that should be in jail because, you as a parent, we were just talking about parenting. That's a case of bad parenting. If you know your daughter is at R. Kelly house and you ain't got a problem with it because the money coming, then the money stop coming. You like, all right, well, what'd he do to you again?
You got a point. You got a point.
And only got 20 years.
The girl with Jeff Epstein, right? Just Maxwell. She got 20 years, and they had a whole island where they sent the young girls to go get other young girls to bring those girls back.
Mm-hmm.
He
30 years. See that?
Yeah. Because what they charged him with, they didn't charge her with a RICO charge. Mm-hmm. They gave him a RICO charge because they knew that they can get more time out of a RICO charge.
Mm-hmm.
They knew
that whole RICO charge is a whole nother.
That shit was bogus. That's because that means you running an organization. You ain't how's that an organization?
Nah, but that whole RICO law is just to try to lock people down that they really don't know. They can't get their hands around it. They can't. You know what I'm saying? They don't even understand how they can stop this person. So they try to set up this RICO law to try to call conspiracy and try to connect people like. It's
because look, like you said, you ain't gotta prove the person did it when you do a RICO. No, you just gotta prove it conspiracy. It was a conspiracy. Y'all thought about making it happen.
It doesn't even make sense. I thought about a lot of crazy shit before. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look.
I mean, I'm a monster. I should be in jail, or you know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
It could be as simple as this. Stoneface, he sell whatever he sell, and he call it chicken. William Cooper, you call him on the phone, be like, "Yo, let's go get some chicken." But you really mean Popeyes.
Yeah.
But the phone is tapped.
And
so now
I probably would mean Popeyes too.
But now you on trial for conspiracy because you talk about chicken on the phone with somebody who, man, come on. They and then they using the lyrics against Young Thug, and then I'm like, come on, man, y'all doing it's getting crazy and spooky out there.
That's like putting like a Denzel in court for what he did in fucking American Gangster or something. You know what I'm saying?
Using that art, using your art against you as like you really did it.
Like, yo, let's put him in jail. Yo, I saw what he did in that movie. Like, yo, you an actor, yo. You an actor. Like, yo, when we working on the record, we working on making a dope record, yo. It's a record. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
How you sleep at night bringing those charges though. That's the crazy part. It's like, oh, we're gonna use this song against them. Come on, man.
Because these are the last days, man. And like the Bible say, in the last days, people will have unnatural affections. They can care less of what they do. They'll walk up and kill a 73-year-old man walking up the street at night on his block who lived on that block for 45 years. He died in the hands of a 10-year-old child. Unnatural affections. We in the last days right now. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of the last days, the ELOHEEM team is here. You can expect a couple singles to be coming out within the next month or two. You know what I'm saying? We're perfectionists. You know what I'm saying? We got some amazing work that's coming out right now. Sonically, all the bar work is there. We don't leave our foundation, our roots of hip hop. You're gonna hear that creativity, those samples, those loops, them banging beats, them big boy hooks. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what ELOHEEM team. I get hyped, man, because this is all I do. I work. I'm a computer trainer for blind people. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. Other than that, I got a studio downstairs. I'm on that SSL board crafting my craft all day. You know what I'm saying? So the ELOHEEM team, man, we coming out. I'm Stoneface. That's William Cooper, man. You know what I'm saying? Get to know us, man.
Salute. Hey, y'all brothers, thank y'all. Like I said, we're going to tap in when the album come out. And we appreciate it again. Poe, you got anything?
No, it was nice talking to y'all again, man.
Yeah, man. Poe, good looking, baby.
So,
he's the Bloodsport too.
Shout out Bloodsport.
Yeah, he
linked. Man, shout out Philly.
Big up to Philly. My brothers in Philly, man.
Just shout out to Reach the Lost Cause, yo. Shout out
everybody
to Reach the Lost Cause.
Word up.